Pilot Mark here. We've got my Silver Streak helicopter here, which I've customized to silver metallic aluminum paint job, clear windshield, orange detailing on the tip of the tail rotor and stuff like that. Got a lot of videos of this helicopter flying. Now, recently, last night actually, I came up with the idea and the desire and the plan to make some skid skis for my other helicopter. I have this is my V950 number 1. I just received my V950 number 2 and did some flights with it yesterday and this morning. And so I decided I wanted to be able to take off from powder snow, folks. See, I wanted to be able to take off from this here very soft, deep powder snow. So I made skid skis for my V950 number 2, which is in the house. And this one does not have skid skis. So I made the skid skis for the V950 number 2, which is in its original orange fuselage paint and trim scheme. And the first thing I did was set down the helicopter on the soft powder snow to see if those skids would support the helicopter adequately, and if it would sit level, and it did. I've got a video showing that from last night. So the next step was to do a test flight with those skid skis to see if I could spool up in the powder snow, take off safely, then come in and land in the soft powder snow, and then take off from where I landed again, and so on. So I did a bunch of test takeoffs and landings, and the early ones in the video are a bit rough, but as I was learning and practicing, they got quite a bit smoother. So I'm going to show you now what the V950 helicopter is like on this snow without any skids. Okay, so I'm just going to set it down in the snow here. Just going to set it down in the snow here. All right. Let's see, my arm's in the way. Let's, how do we want to do this? Well, I guess it's all right. Is it all right? So we're going to set it down in the snow here right now. Okay, ready? I'm just going to set it down as carefully as I can, gently as I can. Ready? All right. That's as gently as I can. Okay, so as you can see, oops, I'll put that like that. Okay, so as you can see, as gently as I was setting it down, there we go. As gently as I sent her down, you can see how deep she is in the snow. First of all, she's got her tail is sitting way down. That's no good. We want her to be as level as possible as in any takeoff and landing situation. So her tail's sitting way down. Her tail rotor's in the snow. Yeah, tail rotor's in the snow. Okay. Right. And you can see how deep those skids are in there. See that? We're getting focus here. We're getting focus. See, you can see the skids are down in there a bunch. Right, bunch. Yeah, so I wouldn't want to take off without the skid skis. Wouldn't want to do that. Okay. Yep, so there she is. Yeah. And we'll pick her up and just show you how deep she is in there. I'll pick it up again here. Just show you how deep she is. We'll just concentrate on this area here. See? See that? That's deep, folks. It's deep. Try it again. Yeah, sometimes she's a little bit more level here in the back, but the skids are way down in here. Yeah, the skids are way down in here, so it's just and if you're landing, of course, it's not going to be as gentle as when I'm sitting it down. So now this is not quite as deep here because we're actually hitting the grass beneath here. So let's actually move where it's deeper and get a fair test. Here, over here. Over here it's deeper, folks. All right. Get a fair demonstration going on here. So here we go. Ready? Here we go. There she is. Again, we're hitting the grass on the bottom here. Let's see. All right. Well, this is probably pretty fair. Anyway, if you put her down in there, that's how she sits. Your tail rotor is going to be in the snow. You don't want that. It's okay, though. When I spool up and take off in my demonstration flight video, because the snow was, what I'm trying to say, there's been a little bit of melting since I did the flight video this morning. The flight this morning was super cold, and anyway, so what am I trying to say? So I took up from a place that was about 3 inches deep. This here is only about 2 inches deep. Yeah, where I took up from was 3 to 4 inches deep. So the snow is, not quite as deep as it was because it's been warming up and melting a little bit underneath. But that's where we're at. And again, this would go deeper if this snow was deeper. But that's how deep it is. See, the skids are gone, and the rotor blade, tail rotor's in the snow. Yeah. So that's what it's like without skids. I mean, excuse me, without skis. Yep, that's what she's like without skis. And again, you don't want to take off and land with her that deep in the snow. And again, if I was in a deeper spot, she'd go down even more, a little bit. Okay, you see that? Yeah. And the other thing is also with the skids all the way down in the snow like this, it wants to hold the skids. And when you're trying to take off, the forward tips of the skids want to stick in the snow and make it hard to take off. Because I tried taking off very carefully, without any skis, and that's what happened. Yeah, I took off in a less deep spot like this, and then even though I was able to theoretically take off the front of the skids, I wanted to stick in the snow, so that was kind of risky and stuff like that. So there you go. Yep, she's down in there. She's down in there. All right. Okay, then. I'd like to find a place where it's still pretty deep, but I can't really think of one. This might be a good little demonstration spot. Well, it's probably kind of icy here, but yeah, that's actually pretty icy. Anyway, okay then. You get the idea, folks. You get the idea. That without the skid skis, it's not a good idea. Okay then. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subbing. Stay tuned for the next adventure, which is going to be floats. Next, I'll be building floats for this helicopter and demoing them. Thanks for watching. Signing off in 5.